Hi everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Rhamawati. You can call me Yustim. I'm 20 years old and I was born in Palembang, November 29, 2001. I'm the third of 5 children and I live in Palembang. When I have free time, I like to cook, read books, watch some content on YouTube, and of course, online shopping. By the way, I'm very grateful because now I can get the opportunity to study at Polsri. I'm currently studying in the accounting department. That's all I can tell you a little bit about myself. Now let's move to the video. E-commerce in the Indonesian economy. In the current internet era, buying and selling activities are no longer concentrated in physical locations such as markets, supermarkets, or malls. In this digital era, more and more people are shopping via the internet, but on computers and smartphones. Sites used for online shopping are called e-commerce. E-commerce is the activity of buying and selling goods or services or transmitting funds or data through electronic networks, especially the internet. There are 7 categories of e-commerce. First, business to business or B2B is a transaction in which a company's products will be specifically sold to customers who are also in the form of a company. For example is indotrading.com, Kawan Lama, and indonetwork.co.id. Second, business to consumer or B2C, where products or services are sold from companies to individual consumers, like retail stores that have retail products for sale. What distinguishes them from conventional retail stores is the online transaction process. For example is Bineka, Beribenka, Zara, and H&M. Third, consumer to consumer or C2C is a type of e-commerce which includes every electronic transaction of goods or services between consumers. Generally, these transactions are carried out through third parties who provide online platforms. The platform serves as an intermediary where sellers can directly sell goods to buyers. For example is Shopee, Tokopedia, Bukalapak, and Lazada. For consumer to business or C2B is a sales transaction from the consumer to the company. One example of this transaction is a content creator who offers his illustration works to certain companies. For example is freelancer.com, Upwork, and iStock. 5. Business to government or B2G is a type of e-commerce that sells products or services to government agencies. In general, the seller will offer many types of products needed for government operation and projects. For example is Allianz and www.pajak.go.id. 6. Consumer to government or C2G is an electronic transaction process carried out by individuals to government institutions. For example, the payment of taxes and the payment of BPJS contribution. 7. Online to offline or O2O, where producers use two channels, both online and offline. Producers will carry out promotions through online which will encourage consumers to shop at offline store. In addition, this type of O2O is also related to online ordering activities and taking goods at offline stores. This type is widely used in the transportation sector such as Gojek and Grab, as well as accommodations such as Airbnb, Airy, and many more. It's undeniable that the COVID-19 pandemic has changed the order of life in society, one of which is in terms of shopping. During the pandemic, people's interest in visiting and shopping online drives the increase in the value of e-commerce transactions. Throughout the first quarter of 2021, e-commerce transactions grew 63.4% to 186.7 trillion rupiah. Bank Indonesia estimates that by the end of 2021, e-commerce transactions can increase 48.4% throughout 2021 to 395 trillion rupiah. Cooperation between MSMEs and e-commerce. The presence of e-commerce is now considered a help for MSME actors in Indonesia. With the help of various innovative programs, MSME actors can market their wares more broadly even to international markets effectively and with maximum performance. This has an impact on the development of MSMEs which will increase, so that it can increase economic growth in Indonesia, because it can absorb jobs and a variety of products that can be produced by MSME actors. So, e-commerce is one of the factors for the rise of MSMEs in Indonesia as well as economic growth in Indonesia. Of the 62 million MSMEs in Indonesia, only 12 million have joined e-commerce services. So, we as the younger generation must introduce more about e-commerce to MSME actors. Contribution of e-commerce in Indonesia. According to the Coordinating Minister for the Economy, Airlangga Hartarto, e-commerce in 2025 could reach 124 billion USD. Even according to a study submitted by Google, Temasek, and Bain, e-commerce in 2025 could reach 133 billion USD. So, it can be concluded that the e-commerce sector has a brilliant opportunity to contribute to Indonesia's GDP.